Vladimir Putin warns that escalation of the conflict in Ukraine could lead to World War III. For Vladimir Putin, there will be no winners in World War III. At least 3 people have been killed as Russian forces continue their assault on the enemy by firing cruise missiles at the city of Odessa. The Russian despot has warned that Russia's war with Ukraine could turn nuclear. Putin said this Tuesday, 13.06.23, at a meeting with Russian war correspondents in Moscow. The United States pretends not to be afraid of an escalation of the conflict in Ukraine, but sane people there clearly do not want to take this to a third world war. There would be no victorious parties in a third world war, not even the United States. Putin also hinted that Moscow might try again to seize Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, after failing to do so during the tyrant's commanded invasion in February of last year. The Russian leader posed the question, should we go back or not? That is a rhetorical question, of course. This is a question that only I can answer. Putin did confirm that Russia would not be following Ukraine's lead and declaring martial law, but he did warn that Russia needs to fight enemy agents and improve defenses within its own territory. A special regime or martial law in the country is not necessary, he argued. Such a thing is unnecessary in the present day. Director and writer from Scotland Armando Iannucci has spoken out about how President Putin of Russia is becoming an outcast in his eyes. Iannucci, creator of the HBO satire Veep and the 2017 film The Death of Stalin, recently told RFE, RL's Vaja Tavbridze that Putin lives in a world where people get further and further away from him, and that he may be left with him and his shadow. Russia is agitated by the West's increased assurance of arms supplies to Ukraine amid the ongoing counteroffensive. Dmitry Medvedev, the Russian Federation's Deputy Chief of Security Council, has just issued a stern warning. Russia could take the war to the Polish border, according to Medvedev, a Putin ally. Medvedev said that the line should go through the Lviv area because the enemy has decided to supply the Kyiv regime with weapons with an even longer range. This was Medvedev's response to Vladimir Putin's buffer zone proposal. Moscow may think about creating a buffer zone in Ukraine to protect Russian territory from possible shelling, as per the apparent plan. The city of Lviv that Medvedev mentions has a common border with the NATO member country of Poland. There is a greater war threat, which is why plans are afoot to bring the conflict to the doorsteps of NATO nations. Tags. #NATO, #Russia, #Ukraine, #Dmitry Medvedev, #Vladimir Putin, #NATO versus Russia, #NATO versus Ukraine, #NATO versus Ukraine war, #MOSCOW, #UKRAINIAN war, #UKRAINE news, #UKRAINE and Russia news, #VLADIMIRPUTIN. Current events in India and around the world are the focus of Hindustan Times videos reporting and analysis. To better inform you about the world, we're always eager to break news as soon as possible, employ innovative methods of communication, and present stories from all angles.